Hi everyone and welcome to another one of our integration videos. Today I'm going to show you how Arcanna integrates with Siemplify and how you can easily use it inside playbooks to start automating your decisions. Starting at our Arcanna AI and Siemplify implementation page, which is under implementation tutorials at docs.arcanna.ai, the link will be down in the description. I will quickly cover what this integration enables you to do, how you can set it up and start using it via Siemplify playbooks. First, as you may know by now, Arcanna is a decision intelligence platform that can be integrated with the Siemplify SOAR platform to assist in decision making, incorporate the team's knowledge into the AI model and increasing the SOC's capacity. Looking over our architecture diagram here, we can see the flow of information. So starting from the raw events, the security events, to applying detection rules and generating alerts inside the SIEM, IDS or custom detection system, sending those over to Siemplify where generally a playbook will be triggered and in which Siemplify can at any point send the case over to Arcanna, retrieve the decision, and at the end of the flow provide feedback so that the AI model improves over time and its efficiency increases. Now that we have a high-level image of how it works, let's dive a bit deeper. Once you have Arcanna installed, a Siemplify version, and an alert source, you can get started. So in Arcanna, the first thing would be to create an API key, use it to create a new integration, and after that move to Siemplify. In Siemplify, Arcanna is not currently in the marketplace, so in order to install it, you need to download and import the integration package. It is linked here, so you just download an archive from here, go to IDE, hit import package, select the archive, hit OK, and it will be installed. Soon it will be available in the marketplace, so you just need to search for it and hit the install button. Once it is installed, we need to configure the integration using the Arcanna's URL and port and the previously generated API key. Once that is done, hit save, test it, make sure it works, and after that we can jump back to Arcanna to create our first AI job. The steps to do this are presented in this documentation as well as in our walkthrough and platform presentation video. It is quite straightforward and you shouldn't have any problems with it. Once your first job was created, at this point Arcanna will be able to receive incidents via a Siemplify playbook and be part of your workflow. Now, the Arcanna integration makes available a few interactions, which are basically API calls that allows you to query Arcanna for something or send something to Arcanna. The available interactions can be found in Siemplify. Let me go over here. They can be found either in the IDE on the left hand side, where you can also see the code, or directly inside the playbook, where under actions you can find Arcanna AI and all the interactions available. Now, if you're interested to see what each of these interactions does, you can read about it here. Also, the parameters are explained, but I will jump in and show you directly into a playbook. This is a simple playbook based on a simple SOC model. So the first step is symbolical. It's an enrichment step, which usually happens in a SOAR. After that, we send the case to Arcanna for a decision, wait for a couple of seconds to make sure the data was ingested and processed, and then get the decision back. Depending on it, we would branch, and at the end of each of these branches, we would send the correct feedback back to the AI model in order to improve it. So I will show you a simple example. I will run this alert through the playbook and see how it goes. The first step is a manual action. We execute this and then we will go to the send case to Arcanna option, which has completed successfully. Now we are waiting for the decision. The decision came in. It was a drop decision. That means we added Arcanna's decision as a comment. We send the feedback back to Arcanna, tell it, okay, good job, keep dropping this, and then change the state to improvement, which basically is can be a state where whenever time allows it, tier 1 analysts can check the drop cases to confirm the false positives, especially when the model is young and until you are happy with its efficiency. So at the end of this check, you can either send corrective feedback or reinforcement feedback based on the decision of tier 1 or tier 2 for that matter. Now let's run this with an alert that would be escalated. Oh, let me just finish this one. Was the verdict correct? Yes, it was. Okay. Now let's run it for an alert that would be an escalation. Execute this one and let's see. Case was sent. Let's wait for a decision. Okay, so the decision in this case was an escalation. That means we assign the case to a tier 1 analyst for investigation. The analyst will perform the investigation and then we'll have to make a decision. Was the decision correct or not? Was it truly a true positive or not? The analyst could say, okay, this is not a true positive. Let's execute it. We add the comment that it was dropped by the tier 1. We send the corrective feedback to Arcanna, add the reason for false positive, and then close the case. Like this. Now, next time an alert similar to this one will come in, Arcanna will no longer say escalate. It will say drop because the feedback was provided. Of course, someone from the SOC team with more experience, after feedback was provided, should go into the Arcanna platform and retrain the model, because what the Siemplify integration does mainly is it sends the feedback, but the feedback will not be taken into account until the model is retrained. So in order to retrain the model, you need to go to AI jobs. This is our job, and hit the retrain button over on this page. You see here a label was changed. It was previously dropped and now it was previously escalated and now we want it dropped. So then we would retrain it, and from now on the new feedback will be taken into account. There are cases where you might need 2 iterations to get it to learn, but usually after 2, maximum 3 iterations it will take the decision you expected. So that pretty much covers it. This is how you would use the Arcanna integration with Siemplify, and it's pretty straightforward. So if you have any questions, suggestions, bugs, feel free to contact us or leave it into the idea box here. Anything you say is of great help for us, and thank you and see you next time.